This video is about the Pro Modular TODP from Brelliott Amps. It's loaded with the stock Fetzer board and I think it sounds great for stuff like this. So when I did the first video for the new Pro Modular TODP, I kind of jumped the shark and put the purple board straight in there and went for those big overdrive, boomy, like chuggy tones. And I regret nothing, but actually I didn't give enough time to the stock board that comes in these. So they come with the green board, which is also known as the Fetzer board. And then it's up to you whether you want to buy the purple board or the blue board or both. And they just flavour it completely differently. Now, yeah, much to my discredit, I didn't give enough time. I played it for a couple of minutes, took the green board, it's great. Took the green board out, put the purple board in, went, wow. And it's only since then, taking the purple board out and like spending a lot more time with the Fetzer board, that I've really come to love it as well. It is a different animal to the purple board, and I'm sure it'd be a different animal to the blue board as well. But speaking to John, there's been a lot of R&D gone into this to make it, although there's no valve on it, I don't think it's made it, not inconsistent, that's not the right word, but it's made it very valve feely. It's really hard to describe. John knows the word, so feel free to comment, John. But it's not just like where a lot of solid state stuff where it's just on, off, on, off. It kind of feels like you're playing a tube. And after spending quite a few hours with it, what I've done, as you heard in the track at the beginning there, is I've kind of just fell in love with it for a lot of lead stuff. All the different diode settings basically really offered something different, and you can really sculpt the tone very easily using the filter and the boosts, and it just really, it came alive. Throw a little bit of delay and reverb on after it and it is it's up there. I got lost in sort of playing this. I have limited time in the studio at the minute because I've got a newborn, and yeah, it doesn't help that when something's that good to play, you just get lost in it and you think, oh, I was meant to actually record something. So I think that's kind of testament to just how many different kind of tones are in here and how you can sculpt each of them with the controls. So the one that really got me towards the end, because I just, for whatever reason, wasn't playing on the silicon setting, the SI, and that one just sounds superb through the Fetzer board. But then, you know, if you speak to John, I think he prefers like the N or the 4 setting. you know, the LEDs sound great as well. It's just all round, I think it was really hard to get a bad lead tone out of it. And so I'll just run through a few tones and try and highlight the positions I'm in. We use some single coils on the carve top, and we'll throw back to the humbucker and the P90 on the Privateer standard. So hopefully you enjoy a few of these sounds. So if you are enjoying the video, please consider giving a like and subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it really does help the channel out. there you go. So that's just kind of how I would use the green board. And yeah, like I say, it's my fault for not checking it out before the purple board. By the way, if you haven't seen my video on the purple board that goes into the Pro Modular, you can check it out here. And I've still got a video to do on the blue board, which I'm probably going to be most familiar with, because that's similar to what was in this one. That is different. That is number 4. This is number 100. This is new Pro Modular. That isn't. But I think the blue board, from my understanding, is closer to that. So yeah, this is how I would use or how I've enjoyed using the Fetzer board that the Pro Modular comes with. That's not to say it can't do the big riffs or the chugging and things like that. I think the purple board is better for that, but that doesn't mean this can't do it. You might have to wait for the video from Jake Lee or somebody like that, or just go to the Brelliott website, because I think all the TODP pedals are going to be sort of collated into a playlist there. So I'll put a link to that in the description below. And until next time, which may very well be the blue board video, you take care, and I'll see you soon.